guys, and welcome back to Talking F1 with me, Lampies. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. And yeah, before I start off the race review, I just want to say thanks for watching and remember to like and subscribe. So, we had an awesome race this weekend. And I would say it was a race of a lot of overtakes and, on-track battles, but definitely a race of changing circumstances, changing conditions, and a lot of, mistakes made by the guys and unpredictability. So it was really, you couldn't say who was going to win because I think there was like 20 mistakes made, guys spinning their cars around. And, in the end, Verstappen won, Hamilton came second, and Norris third. So well done to every one of them. It was an awesome race. So let's start at the beginning. So before the start of the race, we had some rain, and the guys had to change to the intermediate tires. I think two drivers had wet tires, but yeah. Before the race even started, we had three incidents. Alonso spun his car, um, and then both Aston Martins had brake issues with overheating brakes, and Vettel, they couldn't fix his car fast enough, and he had to start from the pits. And this also gave him a penalty of a 10-second stop and go penalty because they didn't put these tires on 5 minutes before the race start. So we started with a formation lap, and then our third incident happened where Leclerc spun his car, and luckily for him, he gained that position back, and he still started from fourth. So that was the three incidents at the start. What a start from Verstappen from third, and at the first corner he took the lead with Hamilton. I think Hamilton second and Leclerc third. Perez didn't have that great of a start. I think he was a bit of iffy. He was not that aggressive. Halfway through the lap, we had a safety car because Latifi, spun his car and had contact. I think it was one of the Haas drivers. I think it was Mazepin. And yeah, he totaled his car. And we had a safety car. And just before the safety car, just before the safety car finished, Mick Schumacher lost his car. I think he gave too much throttle and he lost his front wing, literally on a pit straight. So then we had to wait for, I think, 2 more laps, and at lap 7 we began. Again, great start from Verstappen, Hamilton, and that was actually how the race went. It was between them. The other drivers were irrelevant because these two were so far ahead, and it started a game of cat and mouse because Hamilton started to gain on Verstappen, and the track was still wet, and nobody was certain when to go to the slick tire. And finally, Verstappen pulled the trigger and Red Bull, and they put on the medium tire. So they wanted to do the overcut, and Hamilton, 1 lap after Verstappen, Hamilton came in, and I think it would have been closer, but the front right of Hamilton's car, his tire struggled to come off, and he lost time, and in the end he was 5 seconds behind Verstappen again. So Perez also, didn't have a great race, had a lot of mistakes, had a 10-second 10-second penalty for overtaking under safety car, and he really didn't have a great race. Then at lap 31, Hamilton made a mistake. Now, Russell was it was at one of the corners, can't exactly remember, but the thing is, Hamilton tried to go on the outside with slick tires on a track that was still damp, and he just lost grip and he went straight on, and hit the barrier. And it was a big moment because as it was, he was struggling to put the car in reverse, reversed and reversed back far enough to turn, and in the end they had to reverse back till on the track and then turn. At this time, he was one lap down on Verstappen and almost the rest of guys in front of him, and yeah, he was. I think he was in ninth, and just a lap after that, Bottas and Russell came into a huge crash. With I don't know exactly which was to blame, but Russell was going for the overtake. Bottas came over a bit and squeezed Russell onto the grass, and he lost the back and hit Bottas on the side. Thankfully, the halo was there because that tire of Russell would definitely hit Bottas in the head. And, huge crash with Bottas. I will put the picture on, flipping off Russell, and, both of them exchanging some words over the radio. And I don't know actually who was to blame. I think it's more of a racing incident, but I think it was Bottas, coming over at that high speed, and yeah, Russell could have done nothing because when he went on the grass, he lost control of the car. But anyway, we had the safety car for 2 laps, and then it was a red flag. Now, this red flag was actually a blessing in disguise for Hamilton, which was a lap down in ninth. And, the best that he could have done is finish ninth. But um, this red flag changed everything for Hamilton. He could unlap himself with a lot of the other guys, and he started from ninth with a rolling start. So we waited about 15 minutes, maybe more, before the race start, and Norris had a great start past Leclerc, and it was Verstappen, Norris, and Leclerc for a long time. But Hamilton, with that Mercedes, with the front wing fixed, with new tires, and he just went through the field like it was nothing. In the end, Hamilton came in second, and it was a brilliant race, really. I think it was more of a luck for Hamilton, and yeah, the driving championship is now just 1 point between Hamilton and Verstappen because Hamilton had the fastest lap, and yeah, I think personally the race could have maybe go anyway. It was so unpredictable, and I think it was really a great race. It feels like forever in Bahrain. It was 3 weeks, and yeah, I think it was well worth the wait. And Imola just shows you it's definitely a track that margin of error is so little, and that makes it so exciting. Definitely with the wet weather and the lot of mistakes the guys made. So anyway, my driver of the day is Verstappen. He had one moment where he, behind the safety car at the start of after the red flag, he almost lost control, but luckily he kept his position in first, and from there on it was history. But he kept his cool under the pressure from Hamilton throughout the whole race, and I think personally he won it. I think Norris also had a great race, no mistakes from him, and he finished in third, which is is his second podium. So well done to Norris. But yeah, Verstappen is my driver of the day. Jen, just gonna go. That did not finish, guys. That did not finish is Latifi, Russell, Bottas, and Vettel. Vettel, I think it was the fourth last lap or something like that, and he DNF'd because of his gearbox. So yeah, all in all, I think it was a great race. I think it was more than I could expect, and I think this championship is going to be really close because the gap between the the Mercedes and the Red Bull is almost there is in a gap. I would want to see more from Perez. He had a terrible race. He finished in like 12th, you know, 11th, and yeah, he didn't bring it. I thought really he could bring it, but he's still, I don't know. It's like he's hesitant or something. He's struggling with the car, maybe. So he's still getting used to it, but hopefully next or 2 weeks from now, we will see what he can bring when they are in Portugal. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. And yeah, also interesting to see what happens between Russell and Bottas. Is there going to be penalties? Drivers' license points being deducted? I don't think so, but yeah, we will have to see. All in all, great race, and yeah, what can I say more? But yeah, just want to say thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, check my videos to come. I'm going to do a video about new tracks. They're talking about the Miami 2022 track that's going to happen, and then also a track in Africa that's going to happen over the next 5 years. And then also I'm going to do my predictions of the Portugal Grand Prix. So yeah, thanks for watching and check you next time.